is expected to make a landfall in Mexico early on Saturday. I want to show you where we stand in the Atlantic hurricane season so far. Average 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 3 majors. So far this year, which we still have about a month and a half of the season left to go, 11 named storms, 5 hurricanes, and 2 majors. We know Fiona and Ian, unfortunately, as we've tracked that over the past couple of weeks. Now, in October, we're looking for warm water. You've got plenty of that still in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, the Bay of Campeche, where we have Tropical Storm Karl, the northwestern Caribbean, some of the deepest and warmest water in the whole Atlantic Basin, and over the Gulf Stream there in the western Atlantic. Those are the spots that we'll be watching as we move through the next few weeks. There is Karl. There's also another disturbance, Disturbance 1. Now, that's way out in the tropical Atlantic, several hundred miles off to the south of the Cabo Verde Islands. That turns to the north out over the open waters of the Atlantic. Not a concern regardless of development. It doesn't look like those conditions overall are very favorable for tropical development anyway. This is Tropical Storm Karl struggling in a more hostile environment today with wind shear. That'll make a landfall in southern Mexico early on Saturday.
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.